All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to January. Welcome to 2024. And if you were hoping it was going to be two different people this month, it's not. It's still myself and it's Juan Carlos. And I'm thrilled to be here and want to talk to you a little bit about some of the updates that we have going in 2024 on the Maple League. So, yeah, Juan Carlos, how have you been? How was the holiday? How's the new year going? And you busy in your lab, I assume?
Yes, busy. Students are in. Everyone is doing their labs and their things, and of course, we have kept busy at the Maple League. So actually, we started in December. Contacting people, gave them a bit of a break, and then January 2nd, we were firing emails to line up our Better Together session. So we have a nice lineup from people from all schools, and we're bringing, as usual, a couple of people as Maple League hosts. So those are colleagues that join us from other institutions, so and share with us, right? So we got Glenda Bonifacio from Lakehead University. She's coming towards the end of the season, so towards March, and she's going to talk about leadership and EDI in leadership in leadership in higher education. Very energetic. I promise to you, you won't be able to snooze a little, even for a little bit. She will keep you on your toes.
That's
And we
awesome.
also have a colleague from the University of Illinois in Chicago, Kim Potosky, and she's going to be talking to us about bilingualism. And she's also a marvelous and energetic person, and she has a very open and marvelous view on what bilingualism is. So that I'm really looking forward to that talk. And she's coming in February. So keep looking into our emails as they come, because we have a very nice lineup coming. And the other big launch that we had for the beginning of the year was, of course, a book club. We sent it around. We voted. There was a book that came always ahead. So because I can see on my end, how the voting is going. Yeah. And it was the Undoing the Grade of Jesse Stommel. So we're going to be discussing ungrading, and I must confess, I haven't read the book. I will be reading it with the book club, but it is the 20 years of work of Stommel and colleagues on ungrading. So and I've been getting a lot of emails actually from colleagues, not in Canada, but actually in the US. Can we join? Can we join? It's like, of course you can join, and that's the beauty of the book club, that we get to meet many colleagues from across the globe, quite frankly. So that's what we have. Both things. Book club, last day to register next week, 31st, and our first Better Together again next week, the 31st. So we're ending January with a bang. How is that?
That's amazing. Yeah, this is the first time you've chosen a book that I have read. So I have read this book, and what I think people really enjoy about it is how practical it is, how forthright it is on some of the suggestions, and I always think it's a great book if you can implement something tomorrow, you can implement something in 3 months, and then think about things in a year or two. So I think you picked a good book there that will. So this is the first time, because when you did Braiding Sweetgrass in the fall term, I had read that book, so it was the impetus to say, okay, well, I got to go out and read that book. So that's amazing. So I'm glad that you got those things happening. For me, a couple things going on. I have been to two of the three universities talking about continuing education. So it happens to be a bit of a speciality of mine. And there's some really interesting things happening at all of our universities right now around open learning, continuing education, people sort of relaunching programs, restarting programs, in transition programs. So I went out to Acadia to talk to the group there in December. Did a big session at Mount Allison with all people joining me from on campus there and remote, just talking about different ideas and best practice in continuing education. Going to do the same up at Bishops in February as well. through St. FX. I get to represent at both the KU's conference and in February, the Deans and Directors meeting, and also at the APSEA conference in March. But that's great because I can bring back some of that learning for all of the institutions around the Maple League as well. And we're starting to share a really nice community of practice through the Maple League into continuing education. So if there are people out there interested in Con Ed, ideas around continuing education, feel free to message me and send them around and we'll get a little bit more action happening into continuing education. And the other thing that happened just recently was the research committee met. And what a wonderful group that is. Some folks that have been around the research scene for a while at a number of our universities. And we really talked about some different things that we could try and explore. One idea that came out of that last meeting was the idea of around an award, an undergraduate research award. So we want to start to do a little bit more thinking on that and how that might recognize some of the work that's happening both with students and with faculty around the integration of research and teaching across all of the universities, which I think is something that makes our universities very special. So, so some thoughts on that. So those two meetings were they've recently had, really exciting. So what else is going on with you, Juan Carlos? You've got some other bits and pieces, I think, happening shortly.
Of course. So the 3M student fellows, the aspiring to 3M student fellows are working really hard in the four institutions, putting together those marvelous dossier, and they have I believe 1 more week before they submit. But I should say that this is an extremely rewarding part of the work, because you can see not only the marvelous things that the students do, but also the support that they receive from faculty and staff in their institutions. So they are collecting these letters and working in putting their dossiers together. So it's actually very, very rewarding to see for all people involved, right? So the people who are writing letters, I've exchanged information, with some of the people at the other schools, and we all come and say, I'm not gonna out any names. I'm just gonna say it's like, I never did this as an undergrad. Just saying,
Yeah.
So it is quite something. So that's unrolling, and we get 1 more week. So we've got this. Everyone in the 4 schools, we've got this. We also have the micro certificate of teaching. So our colleagues, from the 4 institutions are working in their projects, and now what the stage we're at is that they have defined what they want to work on as their capstone project, and now we look into the teaching and learning committee, to identify mentors to help
Yes.
our students, our faculty students in their projects. So that's going on really, really well. We do have a collaboration this year, as I mentioned, I believe last month. I'm really thrilled with the results. And the one thing that is going to be new this year is not the Nation to Nation. That is the program that takes Indigenous students to learn about Indigenous cultures and beliefs. That has happened for a couple of years. We have the 3rd year. We have a cohort of students from the 4 schools. We got the faculty lineup that is going to be going down to Belize. It's going to be an all Indigenous team of students and faculty and support going down to Belize. So that's marvelous. But the pre-departure trip, the pre-departure, so before they go in May to Belize, they're going to meet in March in Millbrook First Nation. So the people from the 4 schools, so the organizers from the international schools, are going to come and meet there with the faculty. But this year, they have been able to invite the person that has been the faculty support, the person that travels with the student. Sylvia Baris is a prof at Galen University, and she's coming up to meet with the group in the pre-departure. And because she was here, and in the spirit of the Nation to Nation, where we are truly exchanging cultures and whatnot, she's going to be visiting the 4 schools. So she comes to Millbrook to meet with the students and the staff in the pre-departure. And then I have the honor of taking Sylvia around the 4 Maple Leaf schools so that she gets to see where students make their academic life. So I'm very, very truly excited about this, and so that means that you will see me around late March, I think, early April. We'll be there.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. And did you want to mention some of the Better Togethers that we've got coming up here in January? You've got what have you got coming up for the end of January?
And the first Better Together is going to be Dr. Elizabeth Well, and she's going to be talking about getting to know your students. So that, and then she's going to be followed by, oh boy, I forgot, man.
It's okay. We can update in February for sure. Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot, but yeah, I know that I'm really looking forward to Elizabeth's talk.
I know. So in February, we got Basam Chilback from Bishops with former Bishop students, so AP Berger, and they are going to be talking about how they use film in experiential learning. And I'm really looking forward to this session because that, well, it's going to be the second time AP joins us. So this is going to be an excellent one. And so awesome. A couple of them are I'm still fine-tuning the date, but you will see.
Okay. Fantastic. That's great. I remember Shoshana Bringe Joe Square last year brought a number of her students from Bishops to the Better Together session that made it a great session, very interactive, and so really love that one, and so look forward to more programming coming up this year. So that's awesome. And then for me, just a couple other little bits and pieces. Definitely need to schedule an academic committee meeting this year. So I'll try to get a doodle poll or get in people's calendars so we can get the group of the academic committee. We tried to meet last fall, and it was tough to get the right date with all of those academic leaders from around campuses, but we'll try again this spring to do that, or later on in this winter term. I had a great meeting. Really interesting meeting with Anne Elizabeth Sampson from McMaster University. I'm very intrigued with the work they're doing there around the Future of Canada project. And this was something, they held a conference in November, if you can believe it, Canada 2080. Could you imagine thinking about a horizon of 55 years from now, what Canada might look like? And when I thought about some of those ideas, it really meshed to me some of the concepts that happen around the Maple Leaf and the way that people think about the long arc, the long-term planning for ourselves, for our universities, for our nation. And so I got a great conversation with Elizabeth, and that's something that I'd love for the Maple Leaf to participate in some way into the future. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But that was a wonderful conversation. If anybody's interested in that project at McMaster and the Future of Canada project, I'd encourage them to go on the website and look at some of the ideas and thinking that are coming out of that space at the moment. And lastly, I think we want to get some traction on the spring and summer courses. So really promoting our spring and summer courses that are happening all around the Maple Leaf. So I'll be getting in touch with each of the universities, and I'm hoping that we can make our website a bit of a central repository of all of those courses. So it's really easy for students from around the Maple Leaf to look at all of the different offerings from around our universities in the summer, and make sure and get the programming and connections that they need to make for all of their summer coursework. So, and it's amazing, it's January and I'm already thinking about the spring and summer. I know that here at St. FX, we should have our programs up by about the middle of February, but I want to make sure that we've got a spot at the Maple Leaf website for all of that. So
And I can tell you that some students are already asking about
Yeah.
the summer. So we're not the only ones thinking about spring and summer.
Yeah.
Students are. So we will release those as they come.
Awesome. Yeah, never stops here at the Maple Leaf. So yeah, thanks so much for all the updates, Juan Carlos. I know you've got schedules and people everywhere and trying to fit them into different venues and packages, and so that's amazing. And you've got some great speakers lined up for us for faculty development this winter term.
Excellent. We'll go at it and continue.
Excellent. Good. We'll see you all next month.
Bye.
Bye.